really important. And when people give up an evening to come out and discover more about their democratic process and their options when it comes to elections, I think that's hugely important. So I would like to thank you firstly for taking the time to come out tonight and attend this event. And I'd like to also thank Mark and his whole team with the Bridlewood Community Association. I know the work that you've done over the last 4 years. I know how much effort you've put into building your community and making it even better and even stronger. And I just wanted to say thank you for that, because volunteers are the lifeblood of our communities, and when people step up to make a difference, what a huge impact it can have on the lives of others. And community associations do that probably better than anyone else. So thank you. And I think most of you know me. I was your member of parliament for 8 years, and I'm standing for re-election again. I have quite a bit of experience, military experience, and also mediator experience, and mother experience, and leadership experience, and I think that I brought all those things to bear to the political world. I just want you to know what a privilege it has been for me to serve the people of Canada Carleton these 4 years. I think that's the most important thing. We've looked after 4,000 different people who have problems that they couldn't address. They brought them to our office, and we've solved more than 95% of them. So that's part of the job I really enjoy, and that's looking after the people of Canada Carleton. We also have done some good work locally and nationally in terms of a party and our platforms and the work. Here locally, we've made targeted investments in the high-tech sector. We believe it's key to our future prosperity. And what those targeted investments have turned into is an increase of 13% the number of businesses in Canada, an increase of 18% the number of jobs in Canada. And that's just not high-tech jobs. That's construction jobs, that's retail jobs, that is high-tech jobs. And we're booming. And so that really matters. And even here locally with the national programs for eliminating poverty, we've lifted 900 seniors out of poverty here in Canada Carleton alone. So if locally we've done some good work, remember I told you about the growth that was happening here? Well, the growth is so significant that we need to up our game when it comes to transit and transportation. Definitely needs to get there. And what I did in my first mandate is that I went and secured the money to do the environmental assessment for the next phase of LRT, to go from Moody to Canada. So that was about $5 million. So we got that money, and right now the environmental assessment is ongoing. It's actually happening. That's going to give us the information we need to be able to budget for phase 3. So I would imagine phase 2 will probably take 3 to 4 years to get to Moody. There's a lot of complicated route corrections that need to be made, changes in grade, changes in elevation, railroad tracks, major roads, et cetera, et cetera. But after that, we should be able to move it out to Canada quickly, and that's our aim. So, and I'll share something with you from the national platform. Our national platform is the only one that has money specifically identified for transit projects going forward. A minimum of $3 billion per year has been identified. We probably need about $500 million of that. We'll have to get the province on board for the rest, but we're the only ones who have actually identified transit funding in our actual platform. So it's a good news story. We're growing so quickly that we need to deal with some of our challenges that come from this growth. The platform is really very solid. It's building upon the work we've already done. lifting 600,000 Canadian seniors out of poverty and 300,000 children out of poverty as well, and helping Canadians create 1 million new jobs. We've got pharmacare is coming. We're doing it in a step-by-step manner. We believe we need to do it that way in order to do it right and give it the attention it deserves, but it's something we want to move forward on deliberately. I think I just want to end by what we believe is that investing in people, if you invest in people and you invest in infrastructure, they will pay you back. And that thing is happening right now in Canada. Those targeted investments we made in Canada North are already paying back with more jobs, more businesses, and all those people who are employed and all those businesses, they are now paying taxes. 1 million more people paying taxes than was paying before. That's exactly what we need in order to have the money, have the revenue we need as our society ages. We need to increase the value of our GDP. We need to increase the kind of output of our country, and that's how we're going to do it, by helping people make new jobs for Canadians. Here in Canada Carleton right now, over 3 years, the value of our exports is up 66%, from $7.8 billion a year to now over $13 billion a year in 3 years. That's what we need to build on. We have so many world-class companies right here in Canada, and the government believes that helping them to scale up and go global is absolutely key. So our approach is always going to be investing in people, and it's how the Liberal Party is the only party who has ever paid off any debt in this country, and that was the combination of Chrétien and Paul Martin. They paid off a $90 billion worth of debt. But they went into debt at the beginning to get the economy going and to get people jobs and create a better future, and then the economy pays us back. So that's the approach we're going to use instead of the conservative approach, which is cut to austerity. It's never worked. It's never worked anywhere around the world that austerity has led to a stronger economic position, because it scares people. People believe, oh, if the government doesn't have confidence in its people and in its economy, why would anybody else? And for here in this riding right now, it's a very deliberate choice. The Conservatives and the Liberals are tied in this riding at about 39%, and the other parties are in single digits. So I think we really need the choice we're going to make is it going to be on investing and building, or is it going to be cutting? That's the choice. We have a solid climate change platform that has gotten passing grades both for ambition and for feasibility. So I'd like to kindly ask you for your support. We've done a lot of good work, and we've got more good work to do. Thank you very much.